Hello, I'm HornbillTV laga Nagamese Express. Muinomi hikon. Alak state jarda logote Nagaland laga Tabi Assembly constituency debi kali Sunday day vote counting tagina result ulabole ase. Mon district under the Taga Tabi Assembly constituency day November 7 de voting doshe aru yate Congress aro NTPP laga candidate pra kilishe. Ahia kali Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Rajasthan aro Telangana laga election results pi ulabole ase. Kintu Mizoram laga result to Monday brahi ulabole ECI bra gwedishe manukhan itu state Christian manubishi hua karene Sunday day result na ulabi kwa bra date change kuridishe. Itu homoy Nagaland Pradesh Congress Committee bra ECI ge sawal kurishe Rajasthan laga voting din aro Mizoram laga counting din do change kuridibole parishe. Kintu ECI bra Nagaland laga counting din change kurianai. Congress pra agide Nagaland CEO ke represent bathaishe counting dindo Sunday de hua nimite change kurubole. Taikan gwishe Nagalande 90% Christian manu ase aro Sunday ke ekta holy aro worship din mani. NPCC gwishe ECI bra itu mamla nasai dile taikan nijor action lobo gwishe. Hornbill Festival, Nagaland laga सबसे दंगर festival आजी day to day punchi जानishना इत्यादि tourist kan bishi अलग-अलग जगह बरा Hornbill Festival दे भाग लोले आया देखी पाया से Hornbill TV राजी डिमापुर airport दे tourist kan गे टाइकन लगा visit ओपर कोठा करिशे आई बी लगा details जनिमो reporter के क्रिस्टियानो के होलो दे
Hornbill TV te ere Dimapur airport te aigine ase aru jua kali pra December 1 pra Nagaland laga one of the biggest festivals Hornbill festival do jua kali pra shuru kurishe jua kali ekla hoile bi 16,000 manu do aigine Hornbill festival laga part hua itu laga hissa hua lagbi dikhi paise to Hornbill TV aji yere Dimapur airport aigine ase man aji yere kun aigine Hornbill festival to witness kurule ahiwole ase man तान गे भी कोथा कुरिबो आरु तान ला एक्सपेक्टेशंस किनेगा आसे मान यारे इंडिया रे थाग्यान एकला नोइने दूसरा नेशंस प्राया हान गे होली भी कोथा कुरिगिना तान की करने एक्साइटेड होइगिने आसे आरु आगे दिन दे तान जाइने हॉर्नबिल फेस्टिवल दे हिस्सा लवारेम दे तान की एक्सपेक्ट कुरे आसे मान इतुला होली भी तान गे खुदा होदी होली भी कुरिगिने जाओ So what is your name?
Gaurav. Yes. Bangalore.
So, how did you come to hear of the Hornbill Festival?
We've heard about it through our friends. They all live in Nagaland, so we've been waiting to come here and visit for the last few years. No, it's my second time here, but for the festival, it's the first time. Yeah.
So, what have you heard about the Hornbill Festival?
The first thing we heard was about the music festival, and we heard that there are a lot of things for the children. So we just thought we'll do a trip with everybody and check out the place.
Lastly, what do you expect?
We're just hoping everybody has a good time. And I know we will because it's a very nice place and I've been here before, like I said. So we're just hoping the children will have a good time. Yeah.
Are you in to explore the culture, not forgetting the Naga cuisines as well?
Yes, we have. I've been here before for a Naga wedding, so we know the culture and the cuisine. We are looking forward to see more of that now.
Ma'am, is this your first time here in Nagaland?
It is.
Okay, and the other two as well. Is this your first time?
First time. I'm very excited to be here.
What about you? Is this your first time?
It absolutely is, though I've lived in India for over 30 years. This is my first time in Nagaland, so delighted to be here.
What have you heard about the Hornbill Festival and when did you hear about the Hornbill Festival?
I've heard lots of good things and exciting things, and I heard of it some years ago, and I asked Emma, who's taking us, if you ever get to take a group, let me know, because I also want to go and see other things here.
Ma'am, what have you heard about the Hornbill Festival? What are the talks that goes on around about the Hornbill Festival?
For me, what I've heard is that it's just such a celebration of your history and your culture, and it's an opportunity for us to come and see all this vibrant, colourful display. It's just so exciting.
So glad to hear that. What about you, ma'am? What have you heard about the Hornbill Festival and when did you hear about it?
Well, I've heard about the Hornbill Festival for many years, and I'm really excited to learn more about the diverse culture and peoples of Nagaland. And I think the festival is an amazing way to be introduced to it. Thank you.
What do you look forward to in your stay here in Nagaland? What do you look forward to?
Oh, actually, at the moment I'm really appreciating the fresh air after Delhi, which is absolutely the pits. But it's really nice and fresh here. The climate seems great, and the warmth of the welcome that we are getting.
In fact, better things are awaiting you as you head towards Kohima, and we wish you a very pleasant stay. How long are you guys staying here?
As long as we can.
We wish you a very pleasant stay and welcome to Nagaland. Thank you. Welcome. So nice meeting all of you.
I'm actually from England. Yeah.
All right. So when did you hear about the Hornbill Festival and what made you want to come?
Well, I'm afraid it's not my first time. I think it's probably about my 7th time to the Hornbill Festival. So I actually work in tourism, and so I brought some of my guests from the UK and from India to come to the festival because I've enjoyed it every time I've been. And every time there are more exciting things to see, and the only thing is it does get busier. When I first came there were very few foreigners, very few tourists. Now you've become very popular, I think.
What's something new you expect again this time, and what do you wish to explore that you have explored again before?
I think I'm looking forward to seeing all the tribes and in their marongs and the different groups. And the dancing, and yes, and the what was I reading about, the millets and the horticulture and all of that. So yeah, looking.
So glad that this is your 7th time and you're still coming again to visit Nagaland. We wish you a very pleasant stay.
Thank you so much.
Welcome. All right, so where are both of you from?
Bangalore.
Both of you?
Yes, we are both from Bangalore.
Is this your first time here in Nagaland?
My first time.
I lived here as a child, so my dad was in the army, and I've got very, very fond memories, so it's kind of a nostalgic trip for me.
So you are here particularly for the Hornbill Festival, right? How did you come to hear of the Hornbill Festival?
Heard of the Hornbill Festival, but this is the first time we planned a trip to attend
There's
it.
an agency called Rustic Travel in Bangalore, so they were the ones who recommended this festival for us, and we're really excited about it.
What have you heard about the Hornbill Festival before reaching here? What have you heard about it?
The culture, I think just showcasing the culture predominantly.
So lastly, what are you expecting out of the Hornbill Festival, and how many days are you staying here?
We're staying here for 3 days, and we've just come without any expectations. We're just looking forward to seeing, as she said, the culture, the music,
Everything.
and,
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much for speaking to us, and we wish you a pleasant stay in Nagaland.
My name is Raj. I'm from Delhi.
Okay, all right. So, is this your first time here to attend the Hornbill Festival?
Yes, first time for Hornbill, but I've visited Nagaland before.
When did you hear of the Hornbill Festival?
I've been hearing this since the past 20 years now because all my friends are from here. So we went to boarding school together. So yeah, they used to keep talking, and now I'm finally here for the Hornbill Festival.
So, what have you heard about the festival?
About the rich culture, the heritage, everything. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
So, are you down to explore the culture, not forgetting the Naga cuisines?
Yes, of course.
Where are you from?
From the U.S.
From the US?
Yeah.
What are your expectations?
Try all the good foods and see all the culture.
When was the first time you heard about the Hornbill Festival?
Last year.
What did you hear about? What is usually the common talks that go about when it comes to the Hornbill Festival there?
The dancing, the shows, the entertainment.
How long are you staying?
Till Friday.
So itu thagishe Hornbill TV yare tourist kan ahya han ge kotha kura aji itu last flight thagishe Delhi pra ya flight to 1 hour nishna ro delay hoise kuise hoile bi tourist kan ahya ro mohan tahan bishi khushi pala bi dikhi pase kumba do dusra nations kan pra ahya la bi aru bishi bak to yare usore India la bitor pra bi ahi gene Hornbill Festival attend kurle ahya la bi dikhi paise itia karni man hobo moi reporter ke Christian Yoke ho with camera person Wong for Hornbill TV Dimapur.
এতিয়া মন খাতা ব্ৰেক একটা লৈ নাও আপনি হান সাইডে গিবি
डर मत टाइगर है ना ब्लैक टाइगर सीमेंट
अपनी लाइफ दी कुमरा जिते मुन ना दिमाग बरा कोई चोली उठियोना एक्सरसाइज करिबी हलिबी मुन बरा कोई आरो अलप लंबा कमाबे आरो इदिया दिमाग बरा कोई आसे कि दिल कम दिखाबी अपनी जिंदा থাকিবो हलिबी मुन न माने अंकल होताय पराठा खाय हलिबी एकु নহয় दिमाग खाली दे किबा एकटा होली हे बदले हो नगे आरो इदो एक्स्ट्रा नेमो किले मुन बरा कोई एक्स्ट्रा नेमो नहले खावले की दिमाग बरा कोई खाली एकटा बीमार होई गेना एको खाबले न पारेले तो की लाभ आधा लादो हलिबी इनि खाबी हलिबी मुन मांगी थाके खाइली तो पूरा ही एतो बरा भाबिबी निजर लाइफ दि होताय दिन होताय सेकेंड कोन जिदिबो ভাল हेल्थ होबले मुन बरा बेसी दिमाग चलबले लागे आजिबरा खाना दे चिनी नेमक आरो तेल कम दि करिबो
Nagaland State Tier 500 Saturday Weekly Lottery. First prize 2.5 crores guaranteed and win many more prizes. Ticket price 500 rupees only. Draw 25th November. First prize will be drawn out of sold tickets only. Mrs. Manjushri Sanjay Dole has won 2.5 crores in Tier 500 Monthly Lottery. Are you the next Karodpati?
Vandia International School, Guwahati do ekta premier residential co-ed school, pal state-of-the-art infrastructure thakikina, Guwahati laga serene aro picturesque surroundings de ase. Itu school de world-class educational experience offer kore aro qualified faculty country pura bra ahigina shikai. Grades 4 to 12 karne air-conditioned boating facility bi ase. Itu school de khali pura likha shika egla nohoigina students kange co-curricular activities se engage kore. Vandia International School de 22 co-curricular activities, 18 sporting disciplines thage. Admission do itia jai ase aro detail information janibole 8918091939 de contact kurubole paribo.
डर मत टाइगर है ना ब्लैक टाइगर सीमेंट
Welcome back. Hornbill Festival laga 24th edition kalibra shuru hoina ajibra Kisama Heritage Village te aro alag-alag jaga te alag-alag activities kan loina jaise. Itu nishna Battle of Kohima commemorate kurina aji World War II Peace Rally aro Vintage Car Rally aji Namsa Headquarter Sovima Chumugidima bra shuru hoina World War II Museum Complex Kisama de puncha pichide prize distribution ceremony tagishe. Ita mukhan laga reporter Donald Wodebra ground report sabo.
Well, Naga story has many stories, but one of the important story is the Second World War. The last fight in Kohima, and the British voted as the fiercest fight they fought throughout their fighting in different lands. So, when we are celebrating Hornbill Festival, showcasing our rich culture, tradition, and our Naga ways of life, we feel appropriate that vintage car rally of the vehicles which you have been driving and reach here. It is a reminiscence of that time, some 79 years ago. And when you think about that, and when you go inside the museum, you will see some pictures. The whole Kohima town was destroyed. The Kohima village was fully destroyed and burned down to ashes. And not a tree standing with leaves. The bullet and the bombs had destroyed everything. In this, Naga people participated in supporting the British and Allied forces, because the British colonized our Naga hills, and they have good establishments and was friendly. Though we had fought with the British, their officers and their Jawans were killed, but we had drawn a peace treaty and they had administered Naga hills. Not all the Naga areas, but a part of Naga areas. And other Naga inhabited areas were shown in the map as unadministered area. So this Second World War battle in our land, and we faced the consequences. Our contribution in supporting, we have to remember. And in this, I remembered Prince Andrew. He came to Kohima. And he came because of Diamond Jubilee of Queen Elizabeth, celebrating 70 years of her rule. We should continue to celebrate not the war, but now the peace time has come. We have to send a message of peace. So, Second World War II, peace really. So, once again, I thank all the participants, and I appreciate and acknowledge your sacrifices. We have few presents here, prizes. You deserve the prize, but maybe all will not get the prizes. But we acknowledge you, we appreciate you, and we hope you'll keep our history alive and pass it on to the younger generations to live with our past and look for the future, to live in peace in our country and also in humanity. Thank you and God bless.
Participate, of course, in the Hornbill Festival and to showcase the German band which played yesterday, M3 Circle. But we came as well to meet a lot of people here in Nagaland and to find out areas where we can deepen and strengthen our cooperation in all kinds of different sectors, which was, I have to say, really eye-opening. So we had a lot of meetings with a lot of very interesting people here in Nagaland, and we are all looking forward to deepen these contacts that we made and to find ways of cooperation. And I have to say that Nagaland is not only like a land of festivals, beauty, wonderful people, but as well, I think like a land of surprises. I mean, I haven't thought of like coming here and finding a great idea, Chief Minister of a World War II peace rally. When I saw this tweet of Sri Abu Mehta on social media about this event, we requested if it's possible to participate. And of course he made it possible, and that was the reason why we could.
Ida Arabi Mohan kada break ekta loina wa apni ansai degibo.
डर मत, टाइगर है ना, ब्लैक टाइगर सीमेंट.
How are sexually transmitted infections transmitted? Through sex, intimate skin-to-skin contact, or from mother to child.
जल प्रतिरोधक सीमेंट से नहीं बना तो पड़ेगा रोना. पानी घुसने से कंक्रीट कमजोर हो जाए. स्टार वेदर शील्ड सीमेंट खराब मौसम में घर वेदर प्रूफ बनाए. स्टार वेदर शील्ड जल प्रतिरोधक सीमेंट, वेदर प्रूफ घर.
At office, I may be the boss. But being a woman, I have to make my home the best place to live in.
Mama!
Hey! Every day, my priority is to give the best to my family.
Hey, welcome home.
Wow, that's great. Everyday spices makes my task easier.
Everyday spices never let you down.
डर मत, टाइगर है ना, ब्लैक टाइगर सीमेंट.
The career exploration exercise was fun, right?
Yes, the skill test really helped us to think about our interests carefully.
Yeah, I know what I want to do in the future now.
And what's that?
Archaeologist. There is so much beauty in artifacts. What about you, Ikra?
Oh, I'm interested in accounts, playing badminton, and I love drama.
Wow, that's a lot of options.
Do we really need to think about this now?
Now that we are growing up, we have to take decisions related to things that matter to us.
Yeah, we can't depend on our parents for everything. We have to learn to take our own decisions.
That sounds so tough.
Well, it does, but that's why they say, with great change comes great responsibility.
Yeah, like making choices. Some are easy, like what would I want to eat right now?
Then there are other really hard ones that require us to think a lot before reaching a conclusion. Like I have one at hand. My friend's throwing a party at her place, but it's just so late in the evening and she lives far away. I really want to go, but my sister says I can't. What to do?
I know how you feel. Last week I was also in a similar situation.
Really? What did you do then?
Here's a trick I follow. Make a list with 2 columns. On one side, write down what happens if you go to the party. And on the other side, what if you don't go to the party?
That's very methodical, Ikra.
It helps us understand pros and cons and make a choice.
But hey guys, I have to tell you something. There is a very popular group in my neighborhood and they invited me to join their group. Now I'm going to become popular.
Are you excited?
I don't know. They all think my best friend Sam is boring and not cool. They want me to stop hanging out with him.
Oh, that's a difficult call, Max. You could use the wheel of decision to figure out what to do. Let me introduce you guys to the wheel of decision now. This wheel is all about taking decisions that are good for us. When we are stuck in the process of taking a decision, we should start by stating the problem in the wheel. Then we follow each step to finally reach a decision. Spin it.
Define your problem. List options, alternatives. Weigh and compare options. Take a decision. Make a plan of action. Evaluate the decision. Gather information and resources.
This is super helpful. Ikra, do you know what's the most important step in decision making? Getting information from sources we trust.
Just like when we want to buy something, we check different shops and online too.
Yes, and if we need support and guidance, we should reach out to our trusted adults. It is helpful to think in advance who our trusted adults are.
Welcome back. Saturday day Kangla Fort Bra Manipur Laga Chief Minister N. Biren Singh Bra UNLF Caterers Kange ekta grant reception digna swagat kurishe. Pan so nishna Caterers kan ahishe. UNLF Laga Caterers kan imide pigeons kan bi churai dishe shanti laga message dibule. Chief Minister Bra to homoy kushe taikun outfit laga holibi facilitator kuribule tayar ase. UNLF General Secretary CH Tanil Singh Bra HornbillTV ke kushe ekta monsop milaina laga solution napatak taikan hadiardo nacharibo kushe. Tanil Singh aro kushe India Sorkar Bra taikan laga larai recognize kuranimide taikan bahar aishe aro kota kuribule tayar ase hushe. Ita Manipur de chamela thaka opor tai kushe edu choto mamla he ase kokina. Ita karne manase ro site gibi HornbillTV.
डर मत, टाइगर है ना, ब्लैक टाइगर सीमेंट।
Next, what we are going to make is known as aubergine fritters.
So we are now making a thick soup which is called cabbage chowder.
Cooking is an art that goes beyond culture, language and boundaries. Every food has its story, and cooking needs more than just mere skills, it needs love. Come join us every Sunday at 4:30 p.m. as we learn to cook while exploring what goes beyond the plate, only on HornbillTV.
Is an important issue that often gets overlooked. It refers to the idea of preserving and sustaining traditional cultures in the face of globalization and modernization. Sustainable tourism, alternatively, promises not only to support economic development in destinations, but also to facilitate cultural and environmental conservation in heritage sites around the world. Tourism has not always been the most sustainable endeavor. Some forms of tourism have even led to culturally and environmentally abusive and exploitative practices, from polluting to poaching. The World Tourism Organization
डर मत, टाइगर है ना, ब्लैक टाइगर सीमेंट।
is an important issue that often gets overlooked. It refers to the idea of preserving and sustaining traditional cultures in the face of globalization and modernization. Sustainable tourism, alternatively, promises not only to support economic development in destinations, but also to facilitate cultural and environmental conservation in heritage sites around the world. Tourism has not always been the most sustainable endeavor. Some forms of tourism have even led to cultural